Hello and welcome. This is Sahara playing Starfield, and we are in New Atlantis, right outside of SSNN, and we're going to go ahead and give her some information. Some of it's outdated.
You have that look in your eye. What's the scoop?
Yep.
If you have a news story for me, I'm very happy to pay your fee.
Well, I have an inside story about the death, the real truth of Ron Hope.
What a sordid mess. We've got some other sources we've been interviewing, but I'd love to get your take on the record. So there was a mercenary company, the First, and they were involved in taking farmlands from Freestar Collective families. Extortion, death threats, murder, all of it. Is that right?
What the First did was unforgivable. Your other source got it right. Sounds like you don't need me. Who's the other source? The Hope Tech, Foreman Brigade?
Not going to say. I will never, ever give up my source. If anybody asks about you, they get the same answer.
Well, sounds like you don't need me.
You kidding? You're the star of this episode from what I heard. So all of that? Terrible. But Ron Hope, the Ron Hope, was involved with it at the highest level. All of that suffering was a plot to save Hope Tech from going under using the side effects of a fertilizer he developed. Let me be blunt. The other sources say you killed Ron Hope. Is that correct?
I only killed Ron Hope after he tried bribing me, and worse. Mr. Hope got what he deserved. He wanted to cover up the whole thing. I couldn't let that stand. I'm a ranger. I was just he tried bribing me and more.
And all that money didn't help in the end.
No, it did not.
After all of that, the future of Hope Tech is an open question. Their stock has already taken a beating. Not sure if it's going to go into freefall. Any comment?
Who knows what other scandals Hope Tech is involved in, and there should be a thorough investigation. Despite what Ron Hope did, Hope Tech is a great company. I know it'll weather the storm. As a ranger, worrying about Ron Hope's employees isn't my job. Justice is. Yeah, I wonder what other scandals they are involved in. Yeah.
That's a chilling thought. Thanks. If you listen to the news, you'll definitely hear this. And, maybe try not to ice any more CEOs. Just a thought.
I had no choice in the matter. 1800.
You have another story for me?
There goes our head bobbing. I was there at the big battle between Sistip and the Crimson Fleet. Yeah.
This news is titanic. The ripples from Sistef essentially being taken out of the picture. I think we're just starting to see them. So, I'm guessing you weren't with the good guys? Some policies you need to know. SSNN protects its sources. And for me, I never, and I mean never, reveal a source. So anything you say to me won't get back to you. Assuming you're good with that. What was your involvement?
I'm a member of the Crimson Fleet. Let's just say I was there. I know how it went down. Never mind, it might be best not to talk about this, so the authorities won't be able to use this against me.
Anything you say, they'll obviously read, but I'll strip out anything that could incriminate you.
Well, let's just say I was there. I know how it went down.
I can work with that. So, the Vigilance went to the key, and one hell of a space battle ensued. And somehow at the end of that, the Vigilance was commandeered, and Sistef has been dealt a massive blow. Maybe fatal. Any comment?
I was the one who captured the Vigilance. It wasn't easy. Well, I wasn't the only one. Sistep attacked us, and that cost them dearly. Sistep was desperate. The Crimson Fleet came into a huge amount of money, enough to change the balance of power. Time and time again, Sistep underestimated the Crimson Fleet, and they suffered by it. They suffered for it. They were desperate.
Oh, that explains it. For the life of me, I couldn't figure out why Sistef did such a harebrained thing. I have to ask, why? Reading between the lines here, you helped the Crimson Fleet enormously. Piracy is going to get worse. So much worse. Again, why?
They attacked us, but I'm happy they did. This stuff was a problem that needed to be solved, because at heart, I'm a pirate, and it was great. No, I wanted my share of the spoils. It's all down to, I had my reasons. Let's leave it at that. Yep.
You got it. I'll talk with publishing, but expect to see this soon. This is just me speaking as a human being here. But I hope you don't come to regret too much what you did.
No, I
When
don't.
you first walked into my office, I had no idea you would be at the center of so much. And I get the feeling you're not sharing everything.
I've told you plenty, though, so what if I'm keeping stuff to myself? I doubt you'd believe everything I've seen and done. Some secrets aren't mine to tell. Yeah, that's true.
I get that. Really, I do. I talked with the editor, and he authorized a special bonus for someone who's worked with us so long. And maybe one day, years from now, you can fill me in on the stories you didn't want broadcast. Take care, Constellation.
Are we done? Are we done with that mission? That would be amazing if we were. It looks like we are. Or unless it updated to the top. Oh no, it's still here. No, nope. This is a new one that popped up. Power from Beyond. It looks like it is done. I don't see it, so I think it is done. Okay, cool. I don't have to do that anymore. So we're doing the War Relics. So we need to speak to Hadrian. Hadrian? She's over there. But I think I'm going to take someone else with me if we have further to go, which I know we do. I'm just not feeling these two at all. I mean, I want to try to take everyone out that I have so far. Which reminds me, I think there's people in the well that I need to probably get. And there's this body still here, this UC security guy. I don't know why he's just laying here. I don't know what he's even there from. Was that when we were running away from the hunter? Because we're like in the same area.
I don't actually like the company. I just like the logo.
Definitely.
I want one of their hats. Maybe a jacket. Oh, and some stock.
Yeah, some stock. Okay. We're going to spaceport. So where's Hadrian at? Okay, so this is the one about the Terrormorphs.
Nice. Your stature. Your confidence. You strike me as a friend.
Definitely a lot more people wandering around than the vanilla version.
My boss says that if I buy enough of our merchandise, she'll give me a promotion.
Well, that's something.
Yeah, she'll give you a promotion. Oh, and the bounties aren't working. So where are you at? You're down here. I thought Hadrian was... I thought she was in New Atlantis. I don't think she is now. Because I'm going back to my ship. Okay. Hi, Bosco.
Captain, it is pleasant to see you.
So neat watching these ships coming in and out. Okay. While I'm here, let me...
Anything I can help you with?
Here, I thought she was in New Atlantis. Darn it. And that Baroom pistol or rifle that I found was much better than the one I was carrying before. So I went ahead and took it. I upgraded it what I could. But yeah, this one does 122 physical and 457 energy. And my other one only did like 90 something physical and 300 and something energy. So this is much better. We'll see how it goes. Yay.
Good to see you.
Good to see you.
Eager to help, if I can.
So where is Hadrian at? Is she... Maybe she's in, on Mars. You said... I bet that's where she's at. Oh, that's right. We were going to talk to Walter. Oh, my brain. I can't even figure out what I'm doing half the time. So we're going to here. The Red Devil's hideout. That's where headquarters. That's where she's at. Okay. So, do we have to go all the way over there? That's this unexplored area. Well, it's saying it's back here. So what? Okay, what are we doing?
Greetings, Captain.
It's saying to go this way.
Need some work done?
So where are we at? Are we in a different part of the Mars? Because this is not Sidonia.
Ah, was told they're expecting you. Head on in.
Oh, okay. So you have ship services here too? Now?
Anything I can help you with?
What do you offer for?
Okay, no problem.
Is it the same stuff? Do you have any 3x3s? No, you're limited in what you have here. I see that. Okay. Yeah, okay. Alright, so she's inside here. Which is why... okay. I think this is where she's at. I don't know. Yep, she is. Okay. So this is the Red Devil's headquarters, huh? Is this where we were at before when we first found the doctor? Because if it is, it's really cleaned up now.
Never thought I'd miss checking IDs at the spaceport.
Now they have UC people here.
Hey, I was surprised to get this assignment. Never expected the UC to bring us here willingly.
Yeah, this is Freestar. Oh.
Mind stepping aside. Trying to keep this section clear.
Can we talk to you?
Trying to get up to speed on all this research is like trying to drink from a geyser.
Yeah, that's right, because the Freestar said that they would only do this if they were involved in everything that's going on here. So that's why the Freestar are here. Interesting. A lot of them here. I can take this stuff. I'll take that. Okay, we have a weapons. Nice. A lot of money went into this. Of course, if this was where they were at before, it was already here, they just updated it.
Captain, welcome back.
I saw this here. What's this? Hadrian's. This is Hadrian's computer? To be determined. Personal logs. Please place together your thoughts when you've actually got time to gather your thoughts. See you again in 2430, I guess. One quick one. The past is past. Do not let it slow you down, Hadrian, because right now there's work to be done. Is that what it said? Yeah. This is her personal computer. Why do we have a poncho? Oh my god, that's horrible. No. I've seen people use them, and it's like, really? Okay. It's kind of like the mantis outfits. Ugh. I was so glad when I finally got out of that damn thing. Oh. Oh, there you are. You came in here to me, did you? So how you been doing while I've been gallivanting all around, causing havoc and all that good stuff, Have you heard of my exploits? Because if so, you may not want to even work with me anymore.
I was afraid you might have gotten reassigned. You've been gone so long. So how's it feel to be a citizen?
Well, it feels good, Major. If I'm honest, it doesn't really feel any different. No, it doesn't. I'm not thrilled associating with a group like the United Colonies. You know, I'd almost forgotten I was a citizen. A lot happened in the interim. That's true.
Must have changed up how the ceremony works. I just raised my hand and said, sure, I'm in.
Yeah, that's me too.
But it is real good to have you here again. We've been going through the Terrormorph data and, well, we're gonna need all the help we can get. These logs, they're even more thorough than I remembered. Genetic workups, population statistics, hell, even their food chain. I'd completely forgotten, for example, that there was a creature that actually ate Terrormorphs.
Really?
At this point, the data's given us more options to explore than we have people to work on them.
I can help with that. I found your research team. Well, then you're gonna love this. Your research team's on the way here. What the heck kind of monster eats Terrormorphs?
Well, 8. They went extinct a few decades back. A big lumbering thing called an Aceles.
Aceles?
Something I'd love to learn more about, if we had the people to look into it.
Can I raise my hand? I can help with that. I found your research team. Yeah.
That'd be something, wouldn't... I'm sorry, are you? You're serious? You found our research team? That's incredible. That accelerates everything. With them back, it'll let us... Wait. Kaiser. Did you find Kaiser?
He's my next stop, but I was told I need your help overcoming his security protocols, consider him as good as collected. What is it that's so special about this Kaiser?
Well, Kaiser's one of a kind. Special built for the sort of work we did. Dealing with unfriendly beasts in hostile environments. No other robot in the galaxy like him. So did you really manage to track him down?
Well, he's my next stop, but I was told I need help overcoming his security protocols, and I can't tell you who I got that from.
That's right. You would need that. Whoever gave you these leads sure knew their stuff.
Yeah, he does.
How? How exactly did you manage to find them?
I'm just telling it. I had some help, but we need to leave it at that. Actually, they were found by your father. He's alive. I'm not supposed to tell her that. I had some help, but we need to leave it at that. Yeah.
You can't be... Oh, you are serious. Okay. No more questions. But still, getting Kaiser back, that gives us more than a few new paths forward on dealing with the Terrormorphs. But if he's been out there on his own all this time, you're gonna need something.
Am I?
Come on.
Sure.
We've already made a lot of progress getting this place back online.
I see that.
Some of the containment chambers were a bit on the unpleasant side, but the facility staff made short work of that.
Yeah, it looks really nice. You guys did an amazing job. Of course, I've been gone a long time. A very long time. Can we walk a little faster there, Hadrian? You know, I should have brought Sarah with me.
I know it's here somewhere. Uh-huh. Here, Kaiser schematics. Actuators, weapons, batteries. That old robot's been MIA for a while, so chances are he's gonna need some repairs.
Okay.
He's also got a lock on his voice controls. You can give yourself authorization with the phrase, Nos belli machinis.
Nos belli machinis?
Where exactly is the old machine?
Well, we were told he's in Freestar territory, wandering a battlefield on a world called Nira. Ground zero for xenoweapons deployments was how it was described to me. Wait, are you suggesting I make these repairs myself?
Oh, it's really not that daunting. So long as he's on a planet with some modicum of civilization, you should be able to cobble together most of what he might need. He is on a planet like that. Right?
Ground zero for xenoweapons deployments was how it was described to me.
Oh my god. Are you talking about Nira?
Yep.
No wonder no one's found him. Xenoweapons are just the tip of the iceberg in that place.
Really?
The environment's devastated. There's little, if any, real law. Nira's got more than enough ways to make any visit your last.
Wow, okay.
But I think there's a place where you can start your search. Yep. One-of-a-kind salvage.
Yeah, I ran across that.
Licensed to an Angelo Alonso. Goes by Gel.
As good a place to start as any.
Alright, I'm up to Nira. Hadrian, I have to tell you something. Your father, he's alive. He's being kept in prison. Why is Kaiser so valuable to stopping the Terrormorphs?
Kaiser lets us do field work with a level of precision that there's really no other way to accomplish. More than a few of the options we're looking into. Detectors to uncover the Terrormorph transmission method, or crafting a targeted biological agent. They require highly specific materials to test against. And asking a group of Marines to accompany us for that kind of work, well, it usually ended up with ruined samples and wounded teammates.
So what else can you tell me about Nira?
The Colony War saw a lot of hard fighting, but Nira got it the worst. Everything the Freestar Collective and UC could muster, ground troops, xenoweapons, mechs, was hurled into the fray. Both sides hoped something would decisively turn the tide, but it never did. When the war finally ended, swaths of that world were so devastated they were effectively abandoned. So what Kaiser's doing there of all places, I can only guess at.
So should I tell her about her father? That he's alive and being kept in prison by the UC? I mean, I always felt like she had a right to know. It is her father. She's not going to blab it to anybody, you know what I mean? And no one would believe her anyway. If she did say, hey, my dad's still alive and the UC is keeping him prisoner, no one would believe her. She doesn't have any love lost for her father, that's for sure. I think I should tell her.
Come on, that's not funny.
It's the truth. He wants to help us. Hadrian, I want you to listen to me. Your father is alive. Come on, it's at least a little funny. No. It's the truth. He wants to help us.
No. That's insane. He died. They executed him. They faked his death?
Yep.
My entire unit, they threw us all to the wolves, but kept him? And now he's what? An advisor? Commanding the fleet in secret? What was so important that they had to keep him alive?
They're using him to track down criminals from the Colony War. The previous cabinet thought he was too useful to get rid of. He's actually secretly the president. Oh my god. We've been taking his orders the whole time. No, no, no. Yeah, the previous cabinet thought he was too useful to get rid of.
I'm sure they did. They invested so much in him over the years. Even grew him an entire family he didn't want.
Yep.
I guess it makes sense though, doesn't it? The UC of that era only created me because they were afraid of a world without Victus in command. Why would they get rid of him?
Yep.
As long as I live, I'll never understand the loyalty that old bastard elicited.
Look, I'm sorry I even brought it up. People are willing to ignore a lot if you get results. I don't know, he's kind of charming in a creepy serial killer kind of way. That's true. But he's also very demanding. People are willing to ignore a lot if you get results. That's true.
Exactly. Because the UC, they did a lot of terrible things for that man. But even knowing they did, knowing that they kept him alive all this time, you know what I feel right now?
Betrayed.
It's hope.
Oh, hope?
I had no one when I was outside the UC. No Red Devils, no family. But that old world, where I was no one and my father mattered, that's gone. Thanks to what you and I have done, I have a place again. A purpose. But it's finally one I can be proud of. You and I, we're getting to change what the UC stands for. So I don't care if Victus is alive or dead. He can rot for all I care. We're the ones who are making the settled systems and the UC better.
You're handling this a lot better than I expected. Making something good out of the UC's past, I can get behind that. You know, I'd love to just get back to the business at hand. So you're really willing to trust the UC after all they've done? Yeah.
No, but I am willing to try and make them a place we can be proud of. The UC that kept my father alive, that threw me out, those people aren't in charge anymore.
No, they're not.
And the ones that are, well, they're giving us a chance. It's up to us to do something with it.
So you're handling this a lot better than I expected.
I refuse to let that man define my entire life. Not anymore. Because there's nothing we can do about past choices. What we can do is try and make the right ones now. So, let's get back to the business at hand. Now, my father just handing over the information on the research team and Kaiser out of the clear blue, I can't say I trust it. But if he has something to gain from helping us prevent Terrormorph attacks, I'm not seeing it. So while you'll absolutely want to be cautious, what would you think about trying to bring back Kaiser?
I'll track down Kaiser. Let me think about it. I'm not sure I like the idea of working with Victus. Why do you think Victus is helping us?
I'm honestly not sure what his endgame might be. Involving himself in preventing Terrormorph attacks after all the damage he's done? Something doesn't add up. But he clearly understands how valuable it'd be to have Kaiser involved in this endeavor. So, I still think it'd be worth looking into. If you're willing.
Yeah, I'll track down Kaiser.
Thank you. Just be careful out there.
Always am.
I'll make sure we're ready to put that machine to use as soon as you've got him. Something else you needed?
Nothing at the moment.
All right, take care of yourself out there.
I was on that one planet before, I remember the name. Okay, so we need to get back to our ship. And I think I'm going to take out Corinne. Why is that on the floor? And Sarah. My mini-me. Alright, let me get my gangs all here thing going. What did she just give me? New items. Scientific catalog. Schematic catalog. Table of contents, introduction, warnings, recommended equipment, power system, schematics, The table of contents alone continues on for several more pages, describing the creation and maintenance of every piece of the machine's inner workings. Okay, so I can't really read it. Alright. The gang's all here. You are not following you. Okay, so let us talk to her. And where'd you go? There you are.
What's on the agenda today?
Well, I'd like to know you, do you mind if I ask you some, questions? You don't sound like me. You look like me, but you don't sound like me, so I'm pretty sure your personality is not going to be me either.
Yeah, go for it.
I'd like to know what your life was like before I showed up.
The feeling's mutual.
What was your life like before you took the job at Argos?
Honestly, my life was kind of boring before I found the artifact. I had a steady gig as a miner, plenty of friends at Argos, and your run-of-the-mill UC family. Wild how fast things change, isn't it? Hell, before you showed up, I'd never even had a job where I worked above ground. Makes me wonder how things would be different if I never found the artifact in the first place.
Oh yeah, your life would be different. I think about that kind of thing a lot too. We can't change the way things are. We can only move forward. Do you miss your old life?
Yeah, sometimes. It wasn't an exciting life, but it was mine, you know? I knew what to expect when I woke up every morning. I don't feel like that so much anymore. Universe hopping and space magic aren't exactly my areas of expertise. I'm still trying to figure out where I fit into this whole thing.
What's been the biggest change in your life since finding the artifact?
You're kidding, right? It's you. Meeting you is by far and away the weirdest thing that's ever happened to me.
Yeah,
Unless you've made this trip before, I'm willing to bet that I'm the only person in existence who's ever met a version of themselves from another universe. Meeting you even makes finding the artifact seem normal by comparison.
Yeah, we can't change the way things are. We can only move forward.
Spoken like a true Starborn. You have an interesting perspective on these things, boss.
What made you decide to take the job at Argos?
It was mostly Supervisor Lynn's doing. Argos wasn't my first mining job. When Lynn and I met, I was mining for Deimos near Sidonia. 5 years on Mars, churning out ore for the UC military was more than enough for me. I met Lynn and Heller at the Broken Spear one night, and we got to talking. Lynn said she'd beat my Deimos salary and that if I worked with Argos, I'd get to travel more. It seemed like too good an opportunity to pass up, so I took it.
Sounds like the Lynn from this universe and the one I came from are pretty similar. Was mining on Mars really that bad?
For me, it was. The work was hard, the pay was crap, and the way Deimos treated us miners rubbed me the wrong way. I was happy to get out of there.
Did you like the work with Argos?
I did. Heller and I got along, and Lynn was a good boss. She was tough, but only when we needed it. It beat the hell out of working for Deimos, that's for sure.
So have you met the Lynn and Heller here? Are they the same? After what happened with the artifact, do you regret switching jobs?
I go back and forth. I enjoyed mining for Argos, even though I wasn't with them very long. I think I could have been a lifer if it weren't for that artifact. But it's hard to regret finding it after what I saw when I touched it. I mean, you get it, right? I've never experienced anything like that in my life.
Yep.
It changed me. Hopefully for the better.
Yeah, which makes me wonder that if I go get artifacts and she's with me, and we go through not the artifacts, but when we go for the powers, will she get powers too? Sounds like the Lynn from this universe is the same.
I'm not surprised. I can't imagine Lynn being any different even in another universe. She's a good woman. I would have worked for her for the rest of my life if the artifact and Constellation hadn't come into play.
Okay.
Alright, let's do it.
Do you have any questions about me?
So many. I think I'm still getting used to this whole traveling with myself thing. This is kind of an obvious one, but I've been wondering what you think the biggest difference is between our universes.
Well, that's easy. There's no gravity in my universe. This universe is just like mine. The biggest difference is me. In my universe, one of the members of Constellation is dead. I'm the only version of myself that exists in my old universe. Yeah, in my universe, one of the members of Constellation is dead.
Damn, that's horrible. I hope that doesn't happen here. I can't imagine losing one of them.
What about your family? I'm pretty close with my parents. Are you? Were you?
I grew up on the street. I never knew my parents. Yeah.
I'm sorry to hear that. It's too bad things weren't the same in your universe as they are here. Let's see, what else? Here's a good one. If our roles were reversed and I was the Starborn instead, would you have joined my crew?
See, so I had mentioned this in a comment that I didn't want to question her because I felt there would be spoilers about doing the Starborn thing, the Unity, and they said no, there is no spoilers. But yeah, there is, because she's acting like I'm in her universe and I'm not. I'm in my universe. I brought her to me. So I'm not getting how that's not a spoiler. I would have taken the job. I couldn't pass up the chance to travel with myself. I don't think so. The whole thing would have been too weird for me. If I could do it again, I'd have left Constellation and got back to my old life. No, I would have taken the job. I couldn't pass up the chance to travel with myself. Yeah.
That's why I took it. I figure I'm the only person in history who's ever gotten an offer like that. Passing it up seemed like a bad call. For what it's worth, I'm glad you're the captain and I'm the crewmate. You're a way better pilot than me. If I was at the helm, the ship would be a pile of scrap on some uninhabited moon by now. I have one more question for you, if you're up for it. Do you ever miss your home universe?
I miss home all the time. No, things are much better here. Becoming a Starborn made the trip here worth it. No, I don't. I'd like to build the armillary again and travel to another universe. Yeah.
Already trying to get rid of me, huh? Careful what you wish for, boss. The other versions of us might be even more annoying. Hey, thanks a lot for letting me ask you this stuff. Getting to know you better makes this whole traveling with myself thing a lot easier for me.
Do you think you and I are very similar? I don't think so.
Yes and no. You're a lot wiser than I am. Maybe going through that Unity thing does that to a person. Knowing how this could all turn out must weigh on you. You're a better pilot than I am too, and better with a gun. I may have you beat as a minor though. It sounds like you didn't do it as long as I did. To tell you the truth, I am glad that there are some differences between us. It makes me feel more me, you know? More like a person and less like an echo of you.
Okay.
I'm happy to talk like this whenever.
Alright, so let's look at crew. Because I believe she has pain tolerance. Wellness, ballistics. So she does ballistics. I think she has a whole slew of stuff actually. So I wonder what kind of weapon she uses. If I can even access her weapons.
Need something from me? What do you need?
She does have a weapon. She has a legendary rifle. Shattering, overcharged, advanced mag destroyer legendary rifle. So it has a rapid, shattering case, high-powered depleted uranium rounds. Cool. She has a 220 mag. The accuracy is horrible. The range is bad. I wonder if I can make it better, but I don't think so. Her spacesuit is... She has an Analyzer's Midas Captain spacesuit. Wow. That's better than what I have. Capeless? So you can put a cape on them? Should I switch out with what she has? Minus 20% oxygen consumption, plus 10% damage to scanned targets. Rifles do 10% more damage. I'm thinking I should switch out with her because this is a lot better than mine. And then she also has the pack, which isn't much better than what I have. Automedic, which is what I have. Sensor clip. And then her helm. Her helm isn't any better, but I don't like that one. If I change anything out, it would be the actual suit itself, because that is an amazing suit. I'm going to take it from you. Sorry. And I'm going to give you... Well... This one takes less, but this does so much more. Okay. Oop. You can have that one.
We'll talk again soon.
Okay, so I have a new... Oh yeah, I like the look of that. So, it's slimmer, isn't it? Very slim. So, we got to meet my other self, Corinne. Talk to Hadrian. We have our marching orders. We are going to find Kaiser, and we're going to do that in another episode. So if you're enjoying, click like, leave a comment, subscribe, and thank you so much for watching. Sahara out.